So, WNBA trade news broke earlier. The Minnesota Lynx traded Tiffany Mitchell to the Connecticut Sun in return for NaTisha Hiedeman. That's not a bad trade if you ask me, in my opinion. That tells me two things. Minnesota's going in a different direction in regard to point guard. Mind you, Tiffany Mitchell ended up having to play point guard for a nice amount of Minnesota season when Lindsay Allen got injured. She played point guard. Mind you, Tiffany Mitchell isn't a point guard, but she played rather well at the point guard spot. So her going to Connecticut is interesting, but Minnesota needed a point guard. Needs a point guard. And Cheryl Reeves must be in the mindset of a point guard and with NaTisha Hiedeman. And they just signed Courtney Williams. So I'm interested to see how Minnesota's going to look now. Could Courtney Williams end up playing point guard this year? Because she did have the ball in her hand a lot last season as far as the Chicago Sky. So that could be interesting to see if Courtney Williams comes in and plays point guard or off guard but predominantly having the ball in her hand a lot, or NaTisha Hiedeman comes in to be the starting point guard. That dynamic, I would like to see how that's going to work out. Then, on the hand of, far as the Connecticut Sun, getting Tiffany Mitchell is amazing. And all you gave up was NaTisha Hiedeman in return. Not a bad idea. Especially seeing that they lose Tiff Hayes far as retirement. So getting a Tiffany Mitchell who can play both sides of the court is amazing. Tiffany Mitchell's defense fuels our offense. You know, she showed what she can do. Now, I'm interested also to see what Stephanie White does at the point guard slot. Will the keys be turned over to Ty Harris for Ty Harris to be the new starting point guard for them? Or in free agency or via trade, will Connecticut get their starting point guard? So I'm interested to see what other moves get made as far as WNBA free agency. But Tiff Hayes in Connecticut, I like the thought of it. I like the idea of it. NaTisha Hiedeman going to play in Minnesota under Cheryl Reeves. Maybe she takes the next step in her career. We just have to wait and see. But WNBA free agency is off to a good start.